Hey guys, Adam here, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to find more clients for your service-based business. But not just any clients, the right clients. The kind of clients that love you, love what you do, and are happy to pay you for the true value you provide. So if you need more and better clients, then you're going to want to stick around, because I'm going to give you some of my best and most practical and actionable tips to help you get more clients and grow your service-based business. So let's get to it. All right, let's talk about how to find more and better clients for your service-based business. Because if you sell done-for-you services, one-on-one coaching or consulting, courses, or have an agency, then you know just how important getting more clients is to the life of your business. It's everything. So let's kick things off with one of the most important client attraction fundamentals of them all: targeting. The very first thing you need to understand when it comes to getting more clients for your service-based business is you need to be specific about who it is that you're targeting, what kind of clients you're really trying to go after. The reality is you simply can't be all things to all people, because when you try to do that, when you try to reach too many different people from too many different segments and you become less targeted or untargeted with your marketing, well, you're naturally forced to water down your message, which means it becomes bland and boring and ignorable and completely forgettable, which are all of the things you want to avoid if you want to become attractive to your ideal client. When it comes to building a service-based business and to promoting and to marketing your services, you're far better off being a specialist and essentially specializing as much as you possibly can rather than trying to be a jack of all trades. Now, here's the deal. And a bit of good news, if this kind of freaks you out a bit about having to really specialize and really niche down on who it is that you're trying to serve. The good news is you can always change this later, but to get started, and especially if you're not attracting the quantity and the quality or the caliber of clients that you really want to go after, you do have to be specific, you do have to specialize, and you do have to identify and target exactly who it is that you're trying to go after. Now in marketing, we call this creating an ideal client avatar. Essentially what you want to do here is line up some of the similarities or characteristics or traits that your ideal clients have in common. Things like demographic details, like what's their age or gender or income or occupation. What are their geographic details, like what city or state or province or country do they live in? And what are their psychographic details, like what are their values or their attitudes or their lifestyles or their beliefs or affiliations or groups, things like that. Again, don't feel like you have to commit to this for the rest of your entire business life. This can change and it can evolve and can adapt as you become more skilled and you also start to realize that certain areas or certain pockets of people are going to be more profitable and more enjoyable to work with. At least this is what I found in my experience. For example, when I first started my very first online business, a digital marketing agency, over 10 years ago, well, this was pretty much how things went. Need a website? Give me a call. Social media strategy? I'm your guy. SEO or search engine optimization? Yep, I do that too. Look after your dog? Well, that's pushing it, but money's money, I guess. And while this was good and actually important in the beginning because it allowed me to pay the bills and essentially keep my business alive, well, I very quickly plateaued and it became harder and harder to differentiate myself from all of my competition who were doing the exact same things I was. After all, why choose me when there were hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of other marketing agencies pretty much doing and saying and being the exact same way that I was? It was only when I really decided to specialize and to focus that things really started to take off. Switching from web design to more of SEO, and then realizing the power of Facebook ads, and then ultimately to my position now, which is a marketing strategist or virtual CMO. This is why step one is always to focus and to target and to be really specific about exactly what kind of clients you want to attract, so you can design and position yourself accordingly. Now, before we dive into our next point, a real quick message from today's video sponsor, Wishpond. Marketing your services can be tough, and with a million different tools out there, it's hard to decide which app is right for your business in order to help you generate more customers and more clients. That's why I like using Wishpond. Wishpond is an all-in-one marketing solution that gives you tools like landing pages for client bookings, email marketing to drive more sales, and detailed analytics every step of the way, so you can see what's happening. The best part though, the fact that Wishpond has a dedicated team of marketing professionals to help you every step of the way. From running ads to graphic design to marketing strategy, Wishpond has you covered. So make sure to check them out in the description box below this video, and let's move on to our next point. What's the difference between product and service marketing anyway. The next thing you really need to understand when it comes to getting more clients for your service-based business is that marketing services is very different than marketing products. And most of the marketing strategies and advice and even college courses out there, well, they all focus and they all revolve around the marketing of products first. Which means if you take this advice at face value and literally exactly as it's presented, you're gonna get some pretty disappointing results when it comes to marketing your services. So what's the biggest difference between marketing services and marketing products? Well, the biggest and most obvious thing is that products are tangible. You can see them, you can hold them, you can touch them, taste them, smell them, depending on what we're talking about, of course. Services, on the other hand, you can do nothing of the sort. Services require a whole other level of trust because, after all, what you're serving can't really be held or can't even really be experienced until after the purchase has been made. This is why when it comes to marketing your services, when it comes to getting more clients, you need to do everything in your power to prove and to show that you're trustworthy and that you're actually going to deliver what you say you're going to do. Marketing, when it comes to running and getting clients for a service business, isn't a nice to have. It's a need to have, and you need to do it well. Now, fortunately, there are hundreds of videos right here on my YouTube channel to help with exactly this. But to help you get started, let's dive into a few specifics, a few of my favorites. The very first thing you want to do in order to get clients and to do better service business marketing is to make sure to highlight the end state, essentially to promote and to talk about and to share stories about the benefit or the outcome or the result of what it is that you're doing, rather than just the service and the features of that service itself. For example, when people use a service like hiring a personal trainer, well, they're not hiring the personal trainer for the number of sessions they get or the fact that it includes a meal plan, but rather for the end state, the end result, or the outcome of what they're hoping that personal trainer will help them achieve, whether fat loss or muscle gain or just getting in shape. Another example. People don't hire accountants or bookkeepers so they can get fancy-looking spreadsheets or have quarterly phone calls to go over the numbers. Rather, they hire them to make sure that their taxes are in order and they stay out of jail. One final example. People don't hire marketing agencies to help them grow their social media followings or get more likes, comments, or shares, even if that's what they say they want. No, what they're really after is the result of all of this, which is more clients, more customers, more revenue. This is why a key point of all of your marketing and all of your messaging should really be to highlight that end state or the result or the outcome or where someone will be after they do business with you. This is why things like case studies or testimonials or other forms of social proof are just so effective, because it shows the end result and it shows that it's been achieved by other people, ideally just like the clients you're trying to attract. The next way to get clients and to truly differentiate yourself from the competition around you is to offer them something truly special, truly unique, and something available only through you. And the way you do this is through a tool known as a unique mechanism. A unique mechanism is simply a unique way, a unique methodology that you use when providing your services that differentiates you from everybody else who's doing seemingly kind of the same things as you are. Let me give you an example. When I was a kid, my dad had a sports car, a Datsun 240Z. Now, I admit, as a kid, I wasn't that much into cars, but I do remember the importance of looking after your stuff, and also have a memory of getting my fingers slammed in the car door. I can still feel it now. Anyway, I remember him coming home one day with a new product called dry wash, which at the time in the early 90s was kind of a revolutionary concept. Dry wash was a way to wash your car without using water, just using what we can only presume was a perfectly safe combination of chemicals. And while the topic of this video isn't about selling products or the health hazards of using waterless washing solutions, well, the name of the product, dry wash, was the unique mechanism. And it's something that we can learn from and apply to whatever service you're offering. And believe it or not, coming up with your own unique mechanism is really just as simple as looking at whatever service that you're offering and finding what's different about it, or what kind of spin or what kind of name you could apply to it that allows you to hold that position in the market. So what is it that you do that's different than other people? Or what is it about your process or your methodology that you could name or maybe even trademark that allows you to hold that competitive advantage and provide a solution that's only available through you? The point here, above all else, is don't be boring. Be unique, be different, and find something about what you do that allows you to put a fancy name on it and position it as that special, unique mechanism. Next up is one of the most important points and also one of the single biggest mistakes I see most service businesses make when it comes to trying to get more clients. And that is believing the myth of build it and they will come. So let's unpack that now so you can avoid this dangerous and costly and soul-sucking mistake. Here's the deal, and please allow me to be painfully, brutally honest. When it comes to business, it's not the best businesses that win. It's the businesses with the best marketing. Now, is this fair? No, not at all, but that's how the world works, and it doesn't really make sense to go out there and try to compete and argue and try to beat this point up. It's simply proven itself as fact after decades and decades, if not hundreds and hundreds of years of commerce. Marketing matters, it's important, and it leads to sales, leads to revenue, and it leads to more clients. So you need to prioritize it, and you need to put it at the center of all of your efforts, especially when it comes to getting more clients. This build it and they will come garbage, the field of dreams disaster, well, it's led to more failed businesses and more failed services than I care to ever imagine. Fortunately, there is a solution, or a fix, or an antidote to this terrible, terrible belief. And that solution is to build it and then tell everyone you know about it, and then tell them again, and again, and again. Basically, don't ever stop talking about it. Ever. Of course, you should do your marketing authentically and ethically and following proven marketing principles. Don't be a douche about it, but you do need to talk about it. Otherwise, how will they know? So if you accept the fact that the best way to get clients and to grow your service business is through creating better marketing, well, the next thing you're going to want to do is check out the video I have linked up right here on Introduction to Marketing. So make sure to check that out now, and I'll see you in the next episode. Marketing helps people solve their problems by clearly defining and delivering solutions and really explaining the benefits of those solutions so they can get better results.